good morning everybody. I hope you can hear me. So what I'm going to say is, please, if you can hear me, just put a, say yes. Say yes, simple. Okay, good morning. It's, I've forgotten what day it is. Is it Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. Yes. In fact, I'll let you know exactly what day it is. Yeah, there we go, it's Wednesday. How could I get that wrong? So, this morning I thought I would quickly, first of all, test my webcam, because I bought a new webcam. So I'm trying to remember how many webcams I've had over the years. I think this is probably my 5th or 6th webcam. So I don't know what this one's like. I mean, the picture quality looks okay, and I'm just wondering what the sound's like. I can see that the sound is registering, so I hope you can hear me okay. We'll find out. In fact, let's have a quick look now to check whether you can hear me. There's only one person watching, and that's probably me, so no surprise there. The reason why I've come online is there's a few things that I want to talk about. I think the first thing is really about the WinWing product that I've ordered, and of course I've ordered the FMC for the Boeing 737. We'll just have a quick look at that when I can find it. It's unfortunately the shop is very confusing, and you kind of, they could have done it better. Let's put it that way, but once you find your way around, it's okay. Right, so here we go. Hopefully this is on screen now, so let me just move myself out the way a little bit. There we go. Yeah, we're on screen. Here we go. I ordered the PFP3N, which is this one here. Is that it? Let me just have a quick look. Yeah, that's the one I ordered because I applied the 737, and so this is the one I've ordered. And you do not order, I'm giving you a bit of advice, okay? Do not order from the UK shop. You need to go to global shipping, okay? Because the UK shop, of course, is out of stock. There's none available. It's only available for pre-ordering. But if you go to global shipping, you're ordering it from China, and they have them in stock, okay? One thing I will say is that since ordering, WinWing have been brilliant, absolutely fantastic. As soon as you place your order, you get a receipt, confirmation receipt, and then you get an email with them thanking you for ordering, which is great. And then very, very quickly you start getting further emails from WinWing on their tracking system, which is absolutely fantastic. It's one of the best tracking systems I've seen from China. I used to buy a lot of stuff from China for my drones, my racing drones, because all the electrical components, the motors, batteries and everything come from China. And when I was ordering all that kind of stuff, the tracking was negligible, if anything. But with this, the tracking was brilliant. So first of all, I had a notification telling me that my order had been packed. Then I had a notification telling me that that FedEx had been informed about the package. Then I had a notification saying that FedEx had collected my package from the manufacturer. Then I had a couple of more notifications telling me where my package was, and it was in Chengdu in China. Then it went to Shanghai International Airport, and that's where it is at the moment. It's at Shanghai International Airport, in their what do you call it? Oh gosh, I've forgotten the word. Cargo area, and it'll be on a plane. Now, a friend of mine who bought one of these, she said it took her 7 days to arrive from ordering. The original date on this was the 15th of May, arriving here on the 15th of May. That has been revised down to the 13th of May, and I think that possibly, well, as soon as it gets on the plane, that date will come down even further. Although what my friend told me was that she could see where hers was going, and it kind of went round Asia a little bit on, on the flight, because these cargo flights, they don't just go direct from China to the UK. They probably go from somewhere in China to somewhere else in China, and then into maybe India, and then up through the continent of Asia and Europe into the UK. So anyway, I've had notifications all the way along. I checked this morning, and I believe it's now left Shanghai. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I will say that is top class. The next thing I'll say is, you see the price there, £133.85. Okay, because of the way the dollar is at the moment, and when you pay for it, it gets converted to dollars. It actually works out cheaper than £133. Now, because when you go to global shipping, it has the dollar price on. It's all very confusing, but it has the dollar price when you go to global shipping. You pay for it, obviously you're paying for it in sterling, but because of the dollar and how weak it is against the pound at the moment, you actually get it cheaper, and that is including shipping. Although, if I recall, anything over £100 coming out of China, you don't have any shipping on. So that's that. It actually comes out cheaper than the £133.85. I can't remember the exact cost. I think it was £103 or something on the credit card bill. So that's a significant saving. Now, I will tell you this. After I'd ordered it, the next day I decided that I would like the desk clamp. So you can get a desk clamp, and I thought I'd ordered that. So I went on to global shipping, knowing that of course the UK store doesn't have any. Went to global shipping to order it, and it only costs, I think it costs £28, the clamp, but the shipping put the price up to £60 odd, and I wasn't willing to pay that, so I haven't ordered it. So that was the only wrinkle, and I believe that the cost is in there because the item is less than £100, so you pay shipping costs. I think that's it. Tariffs, all bloody Trump's stupid tariffs don't affect us buying stuff from China that is produced in China. If we were buying stuff in China that was produced in America, I think, then we'd probably end up with these silly tariffs. I don't know. I mean, Trump doesn't know how tariffs work. I know how tariffs work, and it ends up on the consumer. That's me. But I'm not buying anything from America. They can go to hell. Everything that I've just said about the price and everything is only applicable to you if you're here in the UK, because that's where I live, and that's where I bought it. So if you live anywhere else in the world and you're watching this video, I don't know how the pricing is going to work out for you. Okay? I can only speak for myself. So I am really pleased with WinWing and the service they've given me so far. I know, like I say, my friend, she's got this, she loves it, she says it's absolutely fantastic. She's got it for the Airbus. Okay, Airbus, so there we go. Okie dokie, right, well that's all that out of the way. What else I want to talk about? Let's just bring this out here again. The other thing that I want to talk about is Xplane12, obviously, and Xplane Map Enhancement, which is a new product. Well, not new, it's been out for about a year, but it's been kind of quiet because of other things. When I say quiet, it's not been recognised by everybody in the community because of other things, and I'll tell you what that is. So Xplane Map Enhancement is ortho photos, right? Let's get this right. Xplane Map Enhancement is ortho photos for the world, okay? But it's a streaming service, so it streams the ortho photos in, very much like Ortho did. Now, as you know, with Xplane Map Enhancement, I'm now on my third product, a third way of actually getting ortho photos into the environment. The first way was you downloaded Ortho for XP. Okay, Ortho for XP was a package whereby you could download all the ortho photo that you wanted for everywhere, and which was fantastic. It was brilliant. You would have it on your hard drive or on several hard drives, because it's a huge amount of data, a massive amount of data to store, which it was fine if you got it. I think I had most of Europe, we'll say, but huge amount of space taken up, and great, fine. Then Ortho came around. Now Ortho, brilliant. A little bit fiddly to install. Could cause some issues. A little, like I say, a little bit fiddly to install, but very, very good. I thought it was, when it got updated, I thought it was really good. And then Xplane Map Enhancement came along, and I've got to say that this is absolutely stupendous. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of things here, hopefully, he says. So let me shrink myself down again. The image on screen that you can see now, this is from Xplane Map Enhancement. It's a screenshot that I took. I can't even remember. I think I was flying Chambray, probably Cardiff to Chambray or Chambray to Bristol. I can't remember exactly, but that is the area of France with the mountains in the background. I'll show you some more images. But before we get to that, we need to have a look at Map Enhancement, and this is it. I don't know whether, can I make this bigger? Yes, I can. Now, you download this, and I'll find the website in a minute so I can show you. But you download this Xplane Map Enhancement. Now there are two versions of it. There is the Pro version, which I've got, or there's the basic free version. Now I tested the free version for a few days, no problem whatsoever, absolutely brilliant. I then decided to pay the $40 a year, it's only $40 for a year subscription, and got a full license for it, which turns it into a Pro version, which means you can do a couple of different things with it. Now, the interesting thing is, when I first got Xplane Map Enhancement, it didn't come in this neat package here that you see. I had to download it and install. I had to watch a video, create a couple of folders, and then download it and into those folders. Now, then I realised I was doing something wrong, and then I found this package here, and it kind of does things automatically, but you still need to create a folder called Map Enhancement. Okay, so find a hard drive or a fast NVMe, which is what I'm using here. Now I've got 2 terabytes of space. I'll show you the properties of this. I've got Xplane12 on here with a load of airport scenery, etc., etc., and I've still got a 1.81. Oh, sorry. I've still got nearly a terabyte of space left. Okay, and I've used 851 gigabytes. All right. This is a 2 terabyte drive. I've got 851 gigabytes used, and I've got almost a terabyte of space left. Plenty of space. Okay, so we'll just close that for the time being. So what I did was I created a folder called Map Enhancement, and then within that folder I created 2 other folders, one called Base Packages and one called Cache. Okay. And you just leave those empty. Alright, so that's what I did. I then downloaded Xplane Map Enhancement. Here's your installer, and you follow the instructions on the installer, and it actually tells you what to do, where to point things, etc. So let me just close this. We'll come over here and see if I can find the right thing. Is this it? Yeah, there we go. So when you when you click on the installer, it opens up and it asks you simple questions such as your game path. Where is Xplane12? Yeah, mine's on my H drive, which is that NVMe drive you just seen. It then asks you where the base package path, the path to the scenery folder where you download the base images, right? So as you remember, I created a folder called Map Enhancement, and then I created two folders within it, one called Base Packages, the other one called Cache. Okay, so you then point to that folder there, yeah, when it asks you. The same with your cache, it will ask you where your cache is, and you do that as well, and that's it. And then it installs. Now this is it installs, but then you have to install your base packages. Okay, and here you can see the base packages. I haven't got Africa, I haven't got Asia, I have got Europe, and I have got North America and the overlays. Yeah, so whatever you require. So start off with Europe. Yeah, so you tick Europe. We'll leave North America off. You tick Europe, and you tick overlays. You've got to have your overlays, okay? And then you just go and download. Click on download, and it will download them. Now, I suppose I should show you how long this takes and what happens. So I'm going to download South America, okay? I haven't got South America. I've got North America. I'm trying to figure out which would be smaller. South America, Asia. Let's go Asia. Alright, so base package path. These are the base package files, and you click on download, and it says starting download. You already have version 2 installed, no more download is needed. You think please delete the base package file and try again. Africa. Is this telling me that I've already got them? I didn't realise. I'm pretty sure I haven't got them. I have got. No, I haven't. I've got Europe. See, Europe, and North America. Oh yeah, there's Europe, there's North America. So I have got them. But I didn't. Let's get rid of that a minute. Cancel. Yeah, I know I've already got that downloaded. Cancel. Asia. Download. Starting download, it says. For some reason, you already have version 2 installed. No more download is needed. No new version. Now normally, it says it's starting download. It normally flies in straight away. And I can't understand what's going on here, because clearly nothing is happening. Now, if you have this problem, you can download the packages manually. And I think this is what might be happening. Let's restart that again, because I'm not quite sure what's happening there at all. Because normally, as I say, it just happens so quickly. So we'll restart. Right. I don't need to choose a map because I've already got it. I'm going to go to downloads. Well, it says it's starting download, but it isn't downloading, which is rather strange. Let's open release website, see what's going on. So I could download the base packages here if I wanted to. Let's try Australia. That's no. Well, maybe the server's off or something. I'm not quite sure about that, but it normally happens almost excuse me, almost immediately. So I'm really not quite sure what's going on there. We'll come back to that. And let me show you some images. This is a bit of a bummer, isn't it? So as I said, this is Chambray, and just flicking through some images here, and this is all Xplane map enhancement. And as you can see, I mean, the definition is, and this was the basic package, wasn't the Pro package. With the Pro package, it's sharper imagery, and also you can do certain things. That you can change the color of the images. There's like a color palette whereby you've got sliders for red, green, and blue, and sharpness, and a couple of other things as well. But just look at this. I mean, this is pretty impressive stuff, right? We'll move away from the mountains. That is my desktop. You've seen that before. Oops, just some pictures of clouds there with the map enhancement beneath it. There you go. Now that's default, because I was in an area where I didn't have map enhancement. Here we have Cardiff again, just looking at clouds. That is map enhancement, I believe. I'm not quite sure where we are there. It's a long time since I flew that plane, Turkish Airlines. Here we are back over France and the French Alps. Absolutely staggering. It's really, really quite breathtaking. It's you really can't grasp how good it is just through still images. You need really to be in the sim on your monitor. We're flying into Chambray here. There's the lake at ahead of Chambray. Turning, and here we are on coming off our final approach fix, heading down to Chambray. I use Sim Heaven as well. Xplane12 Sim Heaven, which gives you, populated cities and vegetation everywhere. Yeah, as you can see. This is Spain. I believe that might be Benidorm. So there we have it. I think we've cycled through all the pictures now. Yeah, we'll just come back around. That is Amsterdam. Very impressive indeed. And for something that's free, you can't really go wrong, can you? Although, I wonder why. Let me check this again. Forgetting about the download for a moment, which we're going to have to, clearly. I wonder why it's so slow. We'll leave that there for a moment. Let's see what happens. Forgetting about that, I suppose could I delete the base package folder and start again? I don't want to do that. Alright, we'll leave that. Download cancelled. Okay. Open release website. I think I'll have to chat with Derek. He's the architect. He's the guy who designed it. Don't know where he's from. Don't know where he's from at all. But we'll come back to that. What I wanted to say was, once you've got it installed, you can choose a map. So you've got Bing, the latest version. Now, as it says here, Microsoft's original Bing map is very old in the game, because this was originally developed for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The Bing map in that was very old. Selecting this option will be replaced with the latest Bing map, the same as Bing.com Maps Aerial, right? So you can use the latest version of Bing. You've got Apple Map Pro, you've got China HD 21, 22, 23 Pro, Mapbox, I've never heard of these. You've got Google Maps, Bing, ArcGIS, Hybrid Map Pro, Custom Map 1, blah blah blah. I just stick with Bing. You click on Start, it runs, and then I've set it up so that it will start up my Xplane. So you can configure map enhancement to minimize to the system tray once it's started. You can have it so that it'll start up Xplane for you, and the other thing is that it'll start up, stay on screen, yeah, and then you have to start Xplane yourself. So there's all these different options for it, and at the moment you can see that it's going through its initialization process, etc, etc. So that is it, and that's all I really wanted to say. I think the most important thing about it, though, that it is free, so you can get it for free, and then there's a $40 license that you can pay, which is $40 for the year, or you can pay £5 a month, I think. I saw that when I went to pay. But $40 is not that much for a year, and also if you know somebody like me with a code, and you use that code when you purchase it, you get an extra 14 days on your year, and I get an extra 14 days. Now I don't know whether that's cumulative. So like if 10 people used my code, would I get 140 days? We'll have to see. I'm going to put my code on XPD, so if anybody purchases it, you can use my code and you'll get an extra 14 days on your 12 months. Okay, that's enough of that, I think. I'm not going to wait for Xplane to operate, because I've got a few things to do. It was a quick live stream. I hope you found it useful, especially the WinWing stuff. As soon as I get it, as soon as I get the FMC, I'll be doing a review on it. I might do a live broadcast, so an unboxing, so you see what it looks like, etc, etc, and then I'll probably do a full review, recorded review of the product, and I'll have it operated and working and etc, and show you how to set it up. But I think we'll probably do a live unboxing right here. We'll unbox it, we'll get it out, and I'll show you everything that's in the box and what it feels like, etc. And then I will do a review after a few days of using it, setting it up, etc., and how that works. I have seen, very briefly, I will say, I have seen quite a number of people who've had issues. Now, I think most of those people have been in I'm going to go to Chambray very quickly. The weather's clear there for a change, so we'll go there, just so you can see. A lot of people have been having problems. Now, I don't want to be unkind, but I've noticed that the people who seem to be having issues are those on Microsoft Flight Simulator on Xbox. I don't know anything about Microsoft Flight Simulator on Xbox. I know what it was like on my machine. I hated it, and I've tried so much to like it, and I just can't. If there are any issues using it on Microsoft Flight Simulator on a PC, there will be end user issues. Some people have plugged it in and said, oh, it doesn't work, it doesn't light up, and I think that's probably because they've simply plugged it in thinking it will work, there's plug and play, but they haven't downloaded the WinApp Pro software from WinWing, and you need that software for it to work. And also, as I was told by my friend, was that even when you've got the software and you plug it all in and it takes a couple of minutes apparently for it to come alive the first time, because obviously the software is on the PC, it needs to talk to the unit, and apparently it takes a couple of minutes for it to come alive, because she actually thought, you know, even after doing everything with SimApp Pro or whatever it's called, she turned it on and nothing, and she thought, oh, there's something wrong here, so she turned it off, unplugged it and plugged it back in, but it takes a couple of minutes for the software to propagate into the unit apparently. So we'll check that out. We will check that out. I'll have a conversation with Emma and see what she says again, because she's gone through that process, but she's very happy with the product, and she's got the EFIS and MCP for Airbus, so I think that's probably what I'll be getting next. I'll save up for that. Right, here we are at Chambray, so let's have a quick look with looks very hazy out there, we'll have to sort that out. Okay, so let's go outside. And as you can see, there we are, it's just loaded in. I mean, it's still loading in because I've got world traffic on there, but you can see. Now then, there was something I neglected to mention. You can adjust the resolution or how low you can go. Now, I need to remember what it's called. Am I on it? I gotta remember what it's called. Right, yeah, there we go. There is an instance of it running somewhere. So it should be in my system tray here somewhere. There we go. Right. So I'm on Bing. So that's the one that's loaded. That is the map that's loaded there. Now, if I was flying along, you'd see that change. Okay. What was that? I was going to show you. Right, here we go. So, in the settings down here, use higher resolution when flying low. So, when flying below the selected altitude, higher resolution will be automatically enabled to provide very detailed ground. So, below 5,000 feet, I'm using higher resolution. So it still stays in focus, yeah? I mean, I can drop that down to 2,000 feet or 4,000 feet. But so below 5,000, it's still using high definition, high resolution imagery, and you can see that that is pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'll tell you what, we'll go back here and go shift 4 because this is a bit quicker. All right, get ready for this. There we are. So you can see. Now, as with all can't even say it. With all orthophoto, you will have anomalies like that there. I don't know if you can see that. See my mouse, where you've got a tile which is slightly discoloured, but it is orthophoto. It's just discoloured, mostly because that particular area was taken maybe with a different satellite or a different kind of lens on the satellite. So you will get these anomalies always with orthophoto scenery, but you're flying along at 30,000 odd feet, you're not going to notice that kind of thing. I mean, it depends how much time you spend outside the cockpit. I tend not to spend a lot of time outside the cockpit. We all do, obviously, because we want to look at the scenery, but I say that was pretty impressive. Would you not? I would. I think that's really impressive. Anyway, So there we are. It works. No effects on FPS as far as I'm aware, none whatsoever. But then again, you know, I'm on a 13th gen Intel, is it Coffee Lake processor with 32 gig of DDR5 RAM and a 4080 graphics was GeForce RTX. So yeah, my card is more than capable of you know, managing almost anything. Here we go, the Zebo mod, Chambray, absolutely perfect. Right, well there we go. There you have it. Download it. It's free. Give it a go. If you don't like it, take it off and go back to storing everything on your hard drive, or ortho. However, whatever works for you and you're happy with, then that's fine. I always say that. Even with flight simulators, I mean, I know plenty of people on 2020 and 2024, and they love it. I tried. Of course, we've got our new clouds. It's a clear day here, so let's try and spice this up a little bit. Customize it. Download real weather. The weather's been pretty poor in Europe, to be honest. Here in the UK, we've had really good weather. See, look at that. Look at that. It's terrible at Chambray. Marginal VFR. I wouldn't want to fly in that. Now, let's have a look. Just see what's happening. I loaded up somewhere the other day, and it was foggy. You know, beautiful. We had beautiful blue skies here in the UK, and we have this morning. But wherever it was, I can't remember. Istanbul. No, Rome, because I flew back from Rome, and the weather was shocking, absolutely shocking. Clearly not much better here. As you can see, oh gosh, foggy, cloud, yeah, oh, socked in with cloud, terrible. Europe is having not very nice weather at all. Was it last week? It was hotter here in the UK than it was in Morocco. Let's quit out of that. Can you believe that here in the UK it was hotter than Morocco, which was rather amusing. Okay peeps, there you go. Hope you have a nice day. Whatever it is you're doing, have a good day today. It's Wednesday the 7th of May. The year is going by so quickly, isn't it? I was thinking I might buy the Embraer family of aircraft, but at $160 for all of the aircraft, I thought that was a bit much. So then I thought, I'll just buy one of the Embraers, because do I need the whole fleet? I'll buy one. Well, one of them is $74. I mean, that's a lot of money. But then you get 5 for actually the cost of 2. So. But do I really want to learn another aircraft? I'm happy with my Airbus. I'm happy with the 737 and all my other aircraft. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. Tom, let me know what you think. Should I get those, or should I try and get them? Maybe Nicholas will let me review them. You never know. He hasn't let me review anything for a while. I think Nicholas has gone off me, but we'll see. Anyway, take care everybody. I'll see you soon.